What is up, everybody? It's CJ Plays here, and I'm back with another speed furnishing video. We're back in Rosewood Park, y'all. I'm slowly coming back to Rosewood Park. But we're back in Rosewood Park for another, furnishing video. So the one that we're going to be doing today is called the Red Lily. I didn't even know this house existed. It was kind of like hidden behind trees. This is a 3-bedroom and 5 or 6 bathroom house. I don't know. There was a whole lot of bathrooms in this house, y'all. So hopefully if you have a sim live here, that they should never, they should never not be without a bathroom. But this is just me now in the living room trying to figure out what I wanted to put in here. I wanted to go for a more calming, neutral kind of color scheme. I know the last house was kind of like that too, but I just wanted to go for something kind of neutral and calming. So I'm really into greens right now for some reason. So the wallpaper in here changes quite a bit, but in the end, it ended up becoming a nice green color. And then, I'm using the couches from the contemporary set. I also used the fireplace from Supernatural. I put a TV above it. I think that TV is stored content. And then for the coffee table, I ended up using the one from Generations and the base game rug to kind of go with it. And then I also ended up using the lamp from the Fast Lane pack. I think I used it 2 times in here. That's one of my favorite lamps in the whole entire game. It's the perfect height. It just looks good. It works in a lot of different spaces, so I had to use it in here. And I also used that base game bookshelf, which I don't really use that one all too much anymore, and I thought it looked kind of cool in the corner. And then right here I'm making a makeshift wall with different pictures and stuff like that, because in The Sims 3 you can actually raise up and lower paintings on the wall. So I was trying to make a custom wall of art or something like that. Hopefully this doesn't look too bad, but I thought it was cool at the time. Another thing about this house is that the floor plan was kind of interesting because, well, mainly downstairs is open, and I was trying to figure out where I could put a kitchen. So usually when I build houses in The Sims, I'll put the kitchen towards the back of the house, or maybe on the left side or the right side. But as you can see, this floor plan didn't really have a lot of space for a kitchen, and I didn't want to delete any of the pre-existing walls because I kind of wanted to keep them. So I was why don't I just turn this little corner section into the kitchen? So I used some of the brick wallpaper that comes with the world. Again, this world was Rosewood Park. It comes with a bunch of custom content, and then some of the wallpapers that come with it are this brick. So I wanted to use that. I think I ended up recoloring it a little bit, or choosing a slightly different one. I can't remember. And then I also used the Bayside countertops, and then I used this fridge. I cannot think of the name of the set, but I used this fridge from the Sims 3 store, and then I also used the matching stove that comes with the Bayside set as well. And I also made them this really nice green color. It's I don't know if it's not seafoam, maybe it's sage or something. I don't really know. Maybe y'all could tell me what shade of green this is, olive or something. I don't know. But I recolored them to be this nice shade of green, and then we have these I don't know, slightly off-white countertops. I thought it looked kind of cool. And then I also used some of the tile from the late night pack, and then I also put a fence. I think it's called the Fee Fi Fo fence, to kind of make a little border from the kitchen to the living room, just to kind of make it look a little bit more detailed. If you didn't know, Sims can actually walk over it, so it's something that I do a lot in my builds and stuff like that. Yeah, right there. And then moving on over here, I decided to I don't know, because this space was so big and I had no idea what to put. So at the very end of the video, I ended up putting a rug by that back door, but over here by the window on the left side, I ended up putting a desk. I used the one from University, and I recolored it a little bit. I also used the matching computer from University, and then I used this really nice bookshelf from the store. It was kind of clipping into the wall, and I thought it was just that bookshelf, but I think all of them kind of clip. So I ended up keeping it, and I ended up just shifting it over a little bit so your Sims can at least still get through the door. I also used the calendar from the Pets pack, and then I also used that Fast Lane lamp. Again, I just thought it was so cute. And then I think the last thing I did over here was just put a rug. Oh, that rug right there, y'all. That rug is the inspiration for the first bedroom. So we'll talk about that in a little bit. But I ended up putting another rug from the base game, and then I had to fix the fence down here as well, because I deleted it because I was trying to see something. But yeah, I ended up putting it back. So right now I was trying to figure out what kind of light I wanted to use in here. I was fine with using the default lights that come with the build, but I was maybe we can make it look a little bit better. So I deleted some of them, and I used these nice light fixtures from the Seasons pack. It's become one of my favorite ones. I just wish that you could recolor that brown section where the bulb is. You can't recolor that for some reason, and I would have loved the ability to recolor it because it kind of needed it. And I also put some wall lights down here too. Just because I thought that we could use some. But moving on, this is the first bathroom. Y'all, it took me so long. Like, this took me a while to even do this bathroom, and then even then, I think some stuff changes when you look at the screenshots. So the biggest issue I had was the counters snapping. So I had to like find the cheat code online. There's like a cheat code if you didn't know. You know like how counters snap together or to the wall? So there's like a cheat code that you can use to kind of prevent that from happening, and I put it in a couple times and it wasn't working, and then come to find out I didn't have testing sheets turned on, so I had to like go back and add that. So yeah, anyway, so we have that, and then I also use this shower. I think this one comes from the Seasons, I want to say, and then I ended up like rearranging these counters like a bunch of times, y'all. Like, it just it was really bad. I even had to pause the recording a couple of times just to kind of get it right, and I was really trying with this build to make every bathroom look a little bit different from the last, because I feel like bathrooms a lot of the times when we like build them, or at least for me anyway, when I build them or furnish them, it's kind of like, you know, toilet, tub, sink, and then, you know, maybe a plant or something. So I was really trying to make all of the bathrooms in this house look different enough and make them look a little bit more interesting. So this bathroom in here kind of follows the same color scheme as like the kitchen with the counters and stuff. I literally use the same swatches for the countertops. And then I have like these two mirrors. One of them goes, like, I think I deleted both of them in the final product, and I just like put like a painting behind it. And then I was really trying to make this like towel cabinet thing work. There was like an extra space beside like the counter in the wall, and I was like, maybe I could just like move this here. And then the last thing I did in here was just basically recolor the floor. I don't know if it shows up in the video, but I did put a rug in the bathroom as well, just to kind of have something down there. Moving on, this is the first bedroom. So if this was to be like a family house, this would be where the parents would sleep, so like the primary bedroom or whatever. And I was really inspired by this rug. I had got it recently off of the Sims 3 store. I'm trying to like slowly but surely get things off of the store that I don't have already, so I feel like I was always kind of lacking rugs and artwork. That's like one of the main things I always try to get, or beds and stuff like that. I ended up getting this rug, and I had never used it before, but I really love the color of it and like the texture and stuff. So I was like, maybe I could try to make a bedroom that's inspired by it. So as you can see, I'm using a lot of the items from the storybook set. So we have the bed, the dresser, the clock, the nightstands. I even had to pause the recording to go look up what the items were, because I couldn't remember from memory. And then this is me now recoloring the bed. I wanted to go for like a, you know, a red kind of color scheme. So it took me a while, but I actually settled for a really nice design for the bed sheet. It's not this, but you'll see it in a little bit. And then I was trying to like recolor the nightstands and the dresser to kind of make them a little bit darker. And I wanted like the theme in here to be like kind of like a red or burgundy color. That's kind of what I went with down here. I had a standing mirror. There's also like a little chair from the base game. The set itself is a storybook set, but I don't own every item from it, so I couldn't use the matching chair to go with it. So I had to like substitute it for one from the base game, which I still thought looked nice. And then I ended up using those pictures from Supernatural, and then I ended up moving on to the bathroom. So for the bathroom, I also use the objects from the storybook set. So there's like it's like a one big set on the store, but it has like different like things you can get. So you could just get the bathroom if you want to, or the bedroom. So this is just like the bathroom set, and I was like trying to figure out which tub was the one from the set, and I ended up like figuring out which one it was. And then I also use like the matching sink, the matching mirror, which the mirror kind of sits down a little bit too low. I wish you could just like raise it ever so slightly, but you know, that's about as good as I can do. And then I also made the wallpaper. I don't think it's quite the same shade of burgundy or red as the bedroom, but it's kind of close enough to it. And then I slightly recolored the objects in here as well, and then I recolored the floor as well. And then I ended up putting like another one of those towel cabinets in here just to kind of like fill in some space. And I also drew out a wall, and I put some stone texture on it because the bathroom was a little bit too big, so I was like, maybe we could just draw a wall to kind of like make the space a little bit smaller. And then I ended up putting a rug, and that's pretty much it. Oh yeah, I put that little plant in the corner. That plant kind of shows up a lot in this build. I put it like in the bedroom, I put it in the bathroom. It's just like a really cool plant from the base game. But that is pretty much it for down here. Honestly, I feel like this bedroom has got to be like one of my favorites in the whole entire house. You know, like I really like this one. So hopefully y'all like it too. But now we move over to this other bathroom. So for this bathroom, I kind of use like some of the same items from the one in the bedroom. So I use like the same sink, and I use the same toilet, but we didn't really have like a lot of space. I mean, I probably could have put the same tub in here too, but I kind of wanted this house to have a shower. So I think this might be the only bathroom in the house with a shower, because I think all the other ones use tubs, I want to say. I can't remember, but I know like a lot of the other ones do. Moving on upstairs, we have this bedroom, and I did not know what I wanted this one to be. Originally, when I was looking at this build before I started recording, I was like, oh, this can be like the parents' bedroom, but like it was just a little bit too small. And then when you compare it to like the room on the other side, I was like, maybe we can make this into something else. So I decided to make this one into like a guest room. So it's a little bit generic, but I still think it looks good. This room has a fireplace in it, and I didn't want to delete it because I like this house having a chimney and stuff. So I ended up just using like the same fireplace as downstairs. I recolored it a little bit. I ended up using this bed from the store. I cannot think what set it comes from. I think it's like one of the Regal sets. So I ended up using the bed in here. I recolored it a little bit. The wallpaper in here is kind of similar to the one downstairs as well. I ended up using the nightstand from the Seasons pack. I had to like recolor it a bunch, and then I also used the dresser from the Generations pack as well. Honestly, I was gonna put a rug in here, but then I thought about it at the last second. I was like, if you put a rug in there, CJ, and somebody plays in this house, it's gonna catch on fire. Like the bed is gonna catch on fire, the whole room's gonna catch on fire. And I was like, you know what? I don't really want to have y'all Sims you know, burn or anything like that. So I was like, maybe I won't put that in here, and if you want to put a rug, you can, but I'm not gonna do it. And then at the very end, I don't know if it shows up in the video, but I think I might have did it off camera. I ended up putting like a painting from the store. I think it's like one of the free ones. I put that above the fireplace because I was gonna put a TV, but I was like, maybe we don't need like a TV in here. So I ended up putting like a painting instead, and that's pretty much it for this bedroom. Yeah, that's me trying to figure out the rug, y'all. I was like, can I put that rug? And I was like, nah, let's not do that. But that's pretty much it for this bedroom. And then now we move on to the children's bedroom. So this room is really big, and it has like an ensuite bathroom. So I was like, why don't we just make this one into like a kid's room? It took me so long, y'all, to figure out what color of the wallpaper I chose. I think I even changed the wallpaper off camera. In the end, I went with like a blue kind of color, like a teal color. But as you can see, it took me a while to figure out what kind of wallpaper I wanted. I ended up using these beds. I think they come from like the Lullaby set. I think that's what it's called on Sims 3 store. It's the set that comes with like the baby monitor and all that kind of stuff. I recolored the bed sheets, and then I had to like go look up to see like the objects that came with that set. So I've replaced the other dresser with the one from the set, and then I ended up putting like a whole bunch of objects. I kind of wanted this bedroom to just have like a bunch of like just kid stuff in here, because I feel like when you normally do like kids bedrooms, they're like really nice and neat and everything is like, you know, perfect, so to speak. But I kind of wanted this one to be like not messy, but just like a more realistic kids bedroom, which just has like a bunch of kid stuff in it. So like we have like this nice tree mirror that I never use at all. I was going to use that other standing mirror, but I was like, I don't think we need two mirrors in here. I also ended up using the matching toy box to come with the set. I used a rug from Into the Future, but I gave it like this base game design on it, and I thought it looked kind of cool. I also used that activity table, and then I also ended up using those end tables that come with the Generations pack. And then like the rest of this room is just me like fully like cluttering everything. So I used a bunch of store content. Usually when I do these kind of builds, I don't really limit myself. I kind of just like do what I want. One thing that I really don't use is like custom content a lot of the times. So I mean, this house obviously is gonna have custom content, but like I didn't put any extra. But yeah, I don't really like limit myself that much when I do like these kind of builds, because like there's just a bunch of stuff, you know, and I kind of just want to be as creative as I want to be, you know. I also put like another dresser over here as well, but I used the one from Generations and I recolored it to be kind of blue. Yeah, so I was trying to like use a lot of objects that I had never really used before. So like, for example, that caterpillar wall art, I don't ever use that. I think it's like from the Looking Spyglass set or something like that. So I ended up using that in here, but that's pretty much it for this bedroom. So moving on, we now have the bathroom. So I knew that I wanted to use these objects. These are like kid bathroom objects. I think it's like one of the animal sets on the Sims 3 store, and I don't really get a chance to use them all too often. So I was like, why don't we just use them in here? So we have the sink. The only thing about the set that kind of annoys me a little bit is that the mirror that comes with it, you could put the mirror above the sink, but it kind of clips a little bit, and I didn't like it. And then in this bathroom, I didn't want to delete the window, so I had to like put the mirror on the other wall, which I think is okay. Like this bathroom is also kind of big too, but I gotta say, y'all, I love the color scheme. It's so nice. The toilet that comes with this set is a potty and not like an actual toilet, so I had to like use one from the base game, and I just like made it white and stuff. But you know, if you have a toddler, you can also like put that in here if you want. But I gotta say, this bathroom is probably like one of my favorite bathrooms in the house. I just like that color scheme. It's like teal and yellow. I put like a little star rug down here as well, and I recolored it. I thought it looked pretty cool. And then moving on over here, we have the other bathroom. So I used the Bayside counters again, and then I put a toilet, and I also put a tub. I think that tub comes from the Bayside set as well. But that's pretty much it for this build, y'all. If you did enjoy it, please be sure to leave a like, comment something down below. Follow me over on Twitch, where I stream a lot more of The Sims, and I'll see you in the next video. Also, be sure to stick around for screenshots too. But anyway, y'all, that is all that I have for this one, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye! Thanks for watching!